Thank you, Alan. Shout out to YipYak Paddle Sports for the demo of the Beast. I'm gonna open her up now. That's so dope. Look at how much rocker it has. Like, look at how much volume there is up here. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, look at how much volume is up in this section of the boat compared to the tail. Yeah, overall, first impressions, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's just the stoke of getting to unwrap a brand new boat, but it's definitely dope. Yeah. I'll probably cut to myself on the water or an intro or something. But yeah, I don't know. Woo! Hey guys, I'm sure most of you are here for the Beast review. If you're not here for the Beast review, why'd you click the video? I'm just kidding. You can watch too. I don't really care. But yeah, personally, one of my favorite boats I've ever paddled, and yeah. The first thing that I want to chat to you guys about with this boat is in here. It's everything about the outfitting. So, first of all, the seat that's in here, I really like it. It's super comfy. There's a lot of room for all that junk in your trunk. It's super comfy. It is a bit of a hard foam seat, but it does make landing on stuff really nice. And it's really built up with foam, so it does squish and compress a little more than most seats, which I really like that. The hip and thigh pads are very big, fitting most sizes of paddlers that are going to be able to fit in this boat. I can fit in this boat. I'm 150 pounds, and my dad can fit in this boat, who's 200 pounds. Hopefully I got his weight right. And the last thing that is good about it, you can't turn it. Yeah. Probably be a GoPro close-up or something soon. But the foot block is really good in here because I have size 13 feet, and I literally can't fit in any modern-day creek boat that is built for me. This is the only boat that I can fit in with shoes that doesn't either cramp my feet or my legs, and that I love that about this boat. That's one of my favorite things about it, is that I can sit comfortably in it, because a lot of kayaks, because of the way my body is designed, can't sit comfortably. Sit super comfortably in this. It's sweet. The second thing that I want to talk about that's more of a downside of the outfitting is the fabric that they used. There's this outline on the foam that's it's textured, and I'm not really sure. It's a cool design, but it's not just the straight foam like the seat. But I assume it's to prevent extra rubbing, because if you were to just go on bare foam, the rubbing would get bad. But I wish they would have done something similar to what Dagger has done with their outfitting, where they've coated it in that thin nylon that really helps. It keeps your legs from getting rug burns almost. But the fabric is really good. It just gets my back sometimes, and if my dry top gets pulled up a bit and it's in between my shorts and my dry top, it'll rub on my lower back. So that is one complaint that I have, but that's a pretty easy fix in my opinion. The second downside that I want to talk about is the way the bulkhead is clipped in here. So again, it'll be a GoPro close-up that I'll show probably over my voice currently, but there's there's almost a zip tie that holds it in there. And the zip tie on mine broke pretty quickly, so it's just kind of free sitting in there, and it's not too strong. So it does kind of make me question about it, how sturdy that's going to hold up. But I'm sure you could also just glue it and put some plastic in it and then just drill. I don't know. You'd probably figure something out, but that's my only other complaint. That seems kind of, but I also paddled this boat a lot. So the second thing that I want to talk about that's a little hard for me to explain, just obviously sitting here in my backyard, is how it handles on the water. And I think a good thing to jump in on, obviously right in my backyard, we'll jump on to high water Ottawa, so when the water's about right to almost basically my feet, when it's really, really high in the spring, see how it holds up, see if it can withstand whiteface monster, see if it can keep me safe. And yeah. One more thing that I would like to add, and Prijon, I'm speaking directly to you guys. These plastic stickers, they gotta go. Okay, I don't actually like mean it. They are really cool. I think I love the design on them. They peel, and I've like sliced the bottoms of both my thumbs open many times on it. And I think that it's a super cool idea. I really like the design. I just think that maybe 3D print stickers are not the way to go to show that. The one at the back here, it's fine. Just want the ones here, if we could get those ingrained, like the Dagger logo, the Jackson logo. I understand that it's probably like a standout, but if you like look up here, they're peeling up here, which like isn't amazing, but you know, small price to pay for an awesome boat. But I do think that could be an easy fix. Also, if you're buying on yourself and you don't want to cut your fingers, you can just take them off. It's not that bad. But yes, these stickers, Prijon, please. I love the boat. Please, please fix the stickers. My thumbs are begging you. But yeah, let's cut to me out on the water. I'm in the Beast, paddling across the road. Get in there, Croc. The Beast can hold your Crocs, so there's a plus. It's like terrifying. Missed it. Like hit it more left here. Oh, not that far left. Oh, hit her that far left. Okay. Dude, you got lit up off the tongue. We made it. Limbo. Limbo. Oh, the boat's too high. The boat's too high. No, not the tree. Yeah, it sure does. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Here's probably clapped right now, as it usually is. But it's pretty good. It's definitely a good boat. I like it. So I'm back from my little adventure there. I'm just kidding. I walked over, turned my phone off, and then turned it back on again. But I can conclude, and I had this on video, and I did a big talk to myself after. This boat on big water kind of struggles. And I understand why it struggles. It's because it was not, I don't think the purpose of this was to send big water. I think the purpose of this was to obviously send creeks and do a lot of river running, which is why it's the river runner class of boat. But I do think that it has a few really key components that really help on big water, such as this guy right here. The humongous bow. Obviously it's huge. It can fit my clown feet in there. So really helps. And it's not a super tiny stern, but you can still dip it. Like you can still like lean, like dip your stern under to get over waves. But I don't know, I went way too far left on Whiteface Monster and still managed to punch right through and over it. Maybe because I'm 150 pounds in a boat that's not made for someone that's 150 pounds, but I don't know. If you're looking for a big water boat, I wouldn't especially suggest this one. It can hold up in big water. I just don't think that if you're like, I'm only going to paddle big water, this is what I want to do. This isn't a great boat. All around, I think this boat can hold up, And if you're looking for something that you're going to creek on a lot and you're going to do the occasional big water, I think this is a good boat for that. But yeah, what really helps in the big water is the huge bow and the obviously river running style stern, where you can it really helps get you over the waves instead of, you know, like standard creek boat just getting through. It does struggle though with the same thing that every single boat that aren't half slices struggle with in big water, is once you get it on a line and it's going, it's really hard to get it off. If you've never paddled big water, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but to everyone else that has paddled big water, it's like when your boat gets on, like starts going somewhere and you can't get it to stop. I don't exactly know what that's called. I'll stop ranting, but that's what it struggles with. But it's a little easier to knock it off the line with that stern, because you can just like kind of like, it's like almost like a half size. You can kind of dip it and knock it off enough. But once you're going on a line and if you're on line, you're chugging, you're going, you're probably gonna make your line. Obviously, like don't just send stuff because the 16-year-old in his backyard told you could. The rails on the bottom also really help. They're not super duper sharp, making the boat a lot more stable than most. Boats such as the Scorch, they have really sharp edges that really help for carving around and, like I said, knocking you off that line and really being able to get you to go places. But they're also not very forgiving, where this boat is a lot more forgiving than them, and I really think that it's a nice stable safety ship for people who want that with them. But we haven't seen how it holds up on creeks, so we might as well go cut to that and see how this thing holds up. Creeks and waterfalls, we'll see how it holds up on either of those. Nothing huge though. I'm not that good, not yet anyway. But yeah, we'll go to the Seven Sisters and then the Grand Chutes of the Des Moines. So, woo! It's beast mode time on the Rouge. Phew! Thank you. I wouldn't have been able to get up that high without you. And we're back, right back in the backyard. So, do I think the boat holds up better on creeks and drops compared to big water? 100% yes. This is what this boat was made to do. This is what this boat was like. It shines. The Seven Sisters was probably the best river for this boat. It really allowed it to expose its like creaky kind of side, and it was really stable. Like I got stern in a couple of the drops, and it really helped me stay upright with the stability, especially in the tail. Like I find the tail very, I find the tail very stable. As it doesn't look like much, I will give it that. It doesn't look like, oh, it's huge, but if you put it beside like a creek boat, like a modern day creek boat, it has almost similar stern size to a modern day creek boat. So it really does help you stay stable, especially when I get entered, I find. because the way that it's laid out, it really helps you accelerate out. And that's what these boats are designed to do, is they're designed to skip really nice. So when you get sterned, if you stay forward, it'll, like most of the time, it'll flush you out and you'll skip real nice. But obviously, if you're in a huge drop, once again, don't just go run something crazy, because a 16-year-old in his backyard was like, you know. But I do really think that this stern is quite nice and quite good for, you know, obviously getting you out of sticky situations or the minor little mess-ups that you have out there. So obviously pretty forgiving. Like, that's the main thing that I have to say about it. The seat also, once again, bringing back to the seat, landing on the seat, it feels really nice, a lot nicer than most boats. A lot of boats have like a thin plastic seat in them that flexes, where this one is just a big piece of foam. So it absorbs it a lot better than the plastic seats, because the plastic seats just flex when you land. This, I find, really absorbs it, and I find it helps you skip better almost. That's my opinion. That's just what I found. Obviously, now that we've taken it out, you know, I've kind of gone over the main things. I'm gonna just go over a few miscellaneous things that I thought were really cool, or I really liked. One thing I really like about the boat is the texture grab handles. You know, I don't know, they're just cool. That's pretty much it. They're like, don't really add much, although like the grip is a little better than regular grab handles. Your hands don't slip as easily, but that's pretty much all I have for that. So one of the nice things about the boat is the drain plug. Obviously, instead of being a twist drain plug that pulls right out of your boat, or that can come right out of your boat, this one, all you got to do, you just turn it and it pops right out. The way the plastic is in the drain plug, it won't allow it to come out, and it's just a simple thread and twist back in, and then it's locked back in and it won't come out for you. So I did really like that design in the drain plug. Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to watch me yap about boats for 20 minutes. Really appreciate that. Just want to say thank you to Alan from YipYak Paddle Sports for sending me the Beast. That was awesome. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done. So thank you. If you guys can let me know if I have any tips for future reviews that I do, just leave it in the comments below. Also, if you have any further questions about the boat, also comment below, because if I get like 10 or more, I'll do a whole separate video answering questions about the Beast. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much going to be the video. So yeah, sorry for filming on the webcam in my room. The dog in our neighbor's yard was not helping, and it was very hard to film an outro, so I'm just going to do it here with no cuts, obviously. So yeah, until the next video, peace out and stay sendy. Baby, I don't